Hello, everyone. We're back.
We're back. It's amazing that we just start right where we left off.
No.
We learned that Bracken is cool as fuck.
Bracken is cool as fuck. In my game, she basically becomes a permanent mainstay in my party.
Yep, that's not surprising. She looks cool. She's got a big ass hammer. What's not to like?
Yep.
In certain RPGs, I will always use the same party members over and over again. Like, I will always have Vincent Valentine in my party in Final Fantasy VII as soon as I get him. I will always put, like, in Final Fantasy VIII, like, it's always going to be Zell no matter what.
In 8, are you required to keep squalling your party at all times?
Yeah.
I have never been a fan of that.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm so glad this game, and I think most modern RPGs, too,
Not
will
Persona.
just take that away. Yeah, except Persona.
Which is frustrating as fuck.
Persona 4, Chie is always in my party no matter what.
Yep.
Do you have any party member mainstays?
You like your strong ladies?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, no, I love, like... So, like I said, I love... I guess I don't have to be, like, heavy hitters. But I do like... Yeah, I guess heavy hitter.
Strong boys?
What the? I mean, I will just, I guess, in general, it's sort of similar to most people. I think find just a strong person that is awesome. The way I tend to play RPGs, except for Final Fantasy 13, is I want to try to ignore all of the status ailment things and just kill people as fast as possible with heavy hits.
In Pokemon, would you get rid of all the stat moves and just have attack moves only?
Pretty much.
Yep, that's
I've got time for
folly. That's the main folly of my early Pokemon days.
I don't have time for any of that strategy bullshit.
I'm not gonna growl at you. I'm just gonna use Ember and kill you.
Final Fantasy 13 was literally, I think, legitimately the first game where I actually used status, like I guess debuff and buffing characters or things. Mostly because I didn't have to do it myself.
I always use haste.
Yeah, well, like in Final Fantasy X, Tidus gets an auto haste. You could just give their weapons auto haste. So I give him auto haste and Riku auto haste.
Mm-hmm.
And so I never had to cast it. And bing, bang, boop, you're done.
They're also like, well, Riku's like the fastest character in the game, right?
Yeah, but if you auto haste them, then they're even faster.
Look at these badass soldiers.
This music reminds me of Final Fantasy X. Not this part.
We talk about Final Fantasy a lot on this channel.
Sorry.
We do play other RPGs.
It's my fault.
I just want people to know that we do play other RPGs.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy Type 0. I haven't played that.
You're like in a school?
That's the card game one. Who was behind that? Was that Naoki Yoshida? No, who directed Final Fantasy 15?
I have no idea.
Anyway, I hate games where the main character has to be in your party. Because invariably, every time you get into a fight where a character has an insta-kill move, they attack the main character. And then you get a game over.
That happens in Persona 4, right? If you
That happens in Persona 4, and I think 5 a couple times.
They might have changed that in Royal.
Especially 4. That happens so many times, it is just so bullshit.
That's no way to play a video game. In Persona 5, I haven't finished that game yet, but I'm at the part where you meet Makoto. And Makoto's going to be in my party until that game is over.
She is awesome.
I love the class rep because I could never be the class rep.
Mostly, she's great because most enemies don't have resistance, not necessarily weakness, but don't have resistance to her element. which is nuclear.
That's not an element.
It is not an element until it is. Ask Roland if it's an element.
Yeah. It was an element in his fucking demise as a leader.
Oh, right. Right, I forgot about this. This is a puzzle.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Listen carefully. You're in the party, just cast a fucking spell. I'm the goddamn king.
You learned how to make fire.
Great, another HM. To use Pokemon terminology.
This did make a bit more sense in Ni no Kuni 2, Ni no Kuni 1, where they gave you like pages of a spell book for you to learn.
Yeah. What a catchy song.
Would you ever make a score for a video game?
Yeah, I probably would have done that back when I still remembered how to write music. I was always really interested in, games in general because I like video games, but writing music, but more doing sound effects for games.
Oh yeah, there's the thingy. You can use the control panel now.
Games are always more interesting for me to work on than films.
Games?
Yeah, just because it's like...
Same.
I feel like I would rather contribute to... Can I walk on this?
No. You just brought the barrier, the bridge thing. Over there.
I lost track of it.
Up into
the blue thing? Yeah.
Up into the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know, like, at this point, like, the idea of writing a score for anything is, like, so daunting. Because it's been such a long time since I've done anything for another person. Like, I think the last time I did work on, like, I got paid, like, pennies. It was, like, 2014 or 15.
Ooh. Was it like for a final or something?
No, it was for, like, a project. We were already out of school by then.
Yeah.
But I used to work with some people from school that still were, like, occasionally
God,
off.
she keeps on getting the shit kicked out of. You didn't upgrade her armor.
Nope. I'm not realizing why that's a problem. I just need to dodge, that's it. I'll be good.
I love how you hit the dodge button just to remind yourself how to hit the dodge button.
Well, if I forget, we're fucking doomed.
Yeah, you were doing. Last time you were doing some amazing dodges, and you were like, "Nah, it's not me. This is the right pipe."
Come on. All right.
Victory.
We should do this. We should make sure this is happening. Change outfit. Where do I do that? Oh, right B, of course.
Oh my God, Tommy has a crap. I'm gonna forget it. Tommy has a great joke for some reason. Oh my God, from a Filipino comedian who's like huge in Hawaii. I think it's probably the Philippines, where his like BLQ. Something or whatever. Something is like a BLQ. And then it's like...
What is BLQ?
It's like... It was like, how do you spell it? Or what are the letters? And it's like B as in victory. L as in elephant. Q as in cucumber.
There's another Filipino comedian I like who the joke was that he pronounces SBC Packers like fuckers. So it was about like fucking a gerbil. But what he meant is like, oh, we'll like pack it for you. But shout outs to my friend Angelo in the 5th grade who told me that joke.
I like Joe Coy. He made a movie recently. A former coworker, Tommy and I went to go see the movie when it came out, and she went with her entire Filipino family, and she said it was so awkward just being in there in the theater because the jokes were like, I guess, not like raunchy, but more raunchy than they were expecting, and so it was like she just felt like she couldn't laugh at anything. in front of her family.
She doesn't want to think she's a degenerate.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There's another
Panel. Yeah, it's like in movies when I would watch a movie with my mom and there was a sex scene. You know, my mom was not the kind of person to just like roll with that. It would be incredibly awkward.
Yep.
And I wish that wasn't so. Because I know how I got here. And I knew it back then too.
You know, this kind of reminds me of like droids, kind of in Star Wars.
Well, there's
Not quite like the droids, but the rebels. What are they called?
the Confederacy of Independent
The kind
Systems.
of, yeah.
Roger, and then the super battle droids.
Yes, yeah.
They were cool as fuck. And then my favorite, the Droidicas. I had a toy of the Droidica, and that thing broke so easily.
Really?
Because it was like you
I
could
didn't have a plasma shield.
you could roll. Well, I think there was a version you could get that you could
don't like
put like
going
a
that door?
plastic. Oh, but I want to kill those guys. Supposedly it would like bend. Because it had like a rubber, like the spine of it was like bendable, so I tried to bend it into a ball.
The Droidica was, or
yeah,
the
the Droidica. And then I'm pretty sure I went too far.
Alrighty.
Is it this one?
Nah, couldn't be.
Blow 27.
To a conversation from last time, you know, a phrase I absolutely don't understand is used commonly in the U.S. Is parking in rear. I don't understand why they don't just say parking in back.
You know what that means. You know what it means.
Oops.
You know what it means.
I'm sorry, Zip.
Head in only?
Yeah.
To use another parking expression.
There's only one type of store that those phrases work for, and one of them is on Ventura,
Right then and there.
next to a tattoo place called Open Poppy.
I can remember.
Oh,
The
yeah.
place is called Excitement.
Crying.
Yes, I'm familiar with that establishment.
But nobody did more to get us back on our feet than Zip.
Sorry, folks, let's get through the dialogue
He
too
was an
fast.
Inspiration.
Open Poppy, very very nice place to get a tattoo or a piercing.
Yeah.
They're nice people.
Apparently they pierce celebrities there.
I believe it because a lot of a certain type of celebrity goes to Excitement. Are you aware of that?
I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
I'm glad Excitement is seeing some business.
Shut up. Yeah.
Why is he being so... You've already lost your power, bro. You
Speaking
gotta-
of celebrities being in funny places, do you know who Niecy Nash is?
I have no idea who that is.
She's a black actress. We were at the supermarket yesterday, and she was just walking around, and my cousin was like, "Is that Niecy-"
Aimlessly?
Yeah. And my cousin was like, "Is that Niecy Nash?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think it is." She's like, "Oh my god, that's so awesome." I was like, You should go just say hi. Just be like, "Sorry, I bother, don't mean to like bother you or whatever. Just wanted to say I'm a big fan of hi." So my cousin went up and did that, and Niecy Nash looked so like taken aback, like just really like surprised. And my cousin, the rest of the day was like feeling like she scared her, and I was like,
Whatever. Like,
well, I was like, so where we were was in a pavilion, so like nearish Calabasas. It was like,
the pavilions?
yeah.
I love that pavilions.
And-
They carry Schwartz products.
And I was like, no, I bet living here or going shopping around here, no one has any idea who she is as a black actress.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, just somebody recognizing her is not something that happens commonly. And she's probably just, like, taken
In
aback
that
'cause of-
pavilions, in that part of town, absolutely.
Yeah, it was like, because of how, like, rare it is probably to happen. I was like, she probably really appreciates it, just wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
to see another black person in the store.
Yeah, first of all, yeah. That Pavilions used to be a supermarket of the people, and now they're trying to be fancy.
Oh my god. They, a few months ago, I don't know if you aware of this, they did I guess, like a year or two, maybe during like COVID, they did a remodel of the interior, and they added a sommelier station,
Yeah.
and they are currently doing a renovation again, but this time of the front of the building. It's like, where did they get all this fucking money from?
That place was going downhill when they took the Panda Express out of it.
Yep.
I was like, what a bad idea.
My dad, because we used to just exclusively go to like Ralph's and stuff. My dad asked him one time why we went there and not Ralph's. I mean, it was closer. And he said that he goes there, or he went there, because they had a policy where when you're checking out, they say thank you and then your name from the receipt. So he appreciated that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now there's self-checkout, so.
Did he have to put his membership number in before that happened?
I think just read it off because you
Off the credit card or
press the
whatever?
credit card.
I hate that shit.
I find it kind of weird.
I hate
Yeah.
it. The minute a Starbucks employee knows my name, I'm never going to have Starbucks ever again. No one needs to know what I get up to.
Remember when places used to have a like if they don't ask you if you want your receipt, you get like a discount or free or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Call this number if we don't offer you a receipt.
Yeah. So what time I was at Starbucks, because they I guess had a policy of asking people if you wanted the receipt. And so I asked an employee once, like, if you don't ask for my receipt, like, do I get something? And they said no. We're just supposed to ask for your receipt. It's like the one place I was gonna ask this question.
Finally, after all these years. Got him. Unfortunately, you're entirely at their mercy with that one.
Yeah.
Nope, not that way.
I guess going up, up, up. When this like bit comes in,
The actual cyber part.
yeah, every single time it hits.
No, am I dead?
So do you know what mid means?
Does it mean it's not good?
Yeah, kind of. So, I mean, essentially.
Because I use like mid tier. That's like
Yeah,
a
that's
normal. That's
basically what
normal
it
people
is.
say that.
Speaking of which, you're gonna love this because it's related to One Piece.
Oh god! Finally, obligatory One Piece.
Yep.
We missed last week.
Which I have been ever since. I think a few weeks ago, you were like, "Oh, another One Piece thing." I sort of made it a point to try to find something One Piece related.
I knew that I fucked myself the minute I opened my mouth. But anyway, I'm just gonna start reading One Piece one day.
I saw this post or this video of Sam Jackson mentioning that One
Don't
Piece.
tell me
is
he's been
talking
tainted.
to
Has he been tainted by the One Piece?
yes,
Fuck.
talking to
Sam, don't do it.
fuck, what's
Listen to me.
the
I know
Howard
you're
Stern?
watching this.
on the Howard Stern show talking about One Piece, and I don't know if it's real or not, but people in the comments were like, it's AI, and
Like his conversation.
yeah, we're saying that that the conversation was AI, and they're like, I knew it was AI as soon as he mentioned One Piece, and other people were like,
No human likes that.
and they were like, but he doesn't even, but he only watches like hentai and stuff. Let's ignore the fact that not only does
That's
he,
way more niche than fucking regular anime.
yeah, let's not ignore the fact that he's literally talked about how much he loves anime.
The man is in superhero movies. Like
and-
he's a nerd.
And like the show Afro Samurai, he's
Right.
one of the main characters. Let's ignore that. But he also has a shirt that he posted a picture of himself wearing, because I checked, in 2021, of a character that you meet in One Piece, like after a time skip. So he had to have gotten
So you got far.
like 500 chapters
So he's
in
lost, is what
to
you're
have
saying.
met this character. And he posted a picture of himself wearing the shirt. I was like, him talking about One Piece being great doesn't seem like it would be a thing that an AI would need to replicate.
See, and this isn't one of those Al Pacino at E3 things where he's like, "Oh, my kids love the video games."
Oh no.
He's like on his own, legitimately into it, right?
Oh yeah. I
That's
did see a
cool.
video of Mark Hamill saying he used to play video games when his kids were younger and were more interested in playing video games with him.
I think his kids were like,
Basically,
my dad's into
He's
that.
like, I was playing video games to play video games with my kids, and now that his kids are
Well, he's in video games too.
off on their own, yeah, he doesn't really play video games anymore.
He's been in a bunch of video games. He was in Darksiders. He was in.
He's the voice of Joker. In
Obviously,
some of
the
them.
Joker in the Batman Arkham games.
Boom.
Those are all great games. Well, Darksiders is an okay game, but what is
When was the last time you played a fighting game?
the last fighting game?
That isn't. I guess like a traditional fighting game, so not like Smash Bros.
Do you mean like new stuff, or do you mean like a game that I just go back to?
Either anything.
So okay,
Like a 2v, like a 1v1.
I have a secret desire to be a really good Garou Mark of the Wolves player, which
I've
is
never
a game.
even heard of this.
It's a game. It has like Terry Bogard is in it, and there's a bunch of other characters from Fatal Fury / other respective games. Terry Bogart's wearing his cool leather jacket, which should have been a costume in Smash Brothers.
Isn't he like a King of Fighters character?
King of Fighters, yeah. Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, it's all in the same milieu.
He's the other white guy in a red jacket. Or that wears red.
Who's the first one?
Ken wears red.
Oh,
The
you said
blonde?
because you corrected. You said jacket, and I was like, what are you talking about? Terry's the number one.
Yeah, but he has that cap, so
But he never lies.
does he?
He always asks me if I'm okay.
Hmm.
But what was I gonna say? I like that game is like a weird. It's very very niche, and I'm really bad at it. I've only ever played against the AI. The PS4 version of that game has like a training mode that's pretty elaborate. But I go back to that game. I play that game on my PlayStation Vita of all things.
Ooh. Make fun of me for the Stadia, but you have a Vita.
I do have a Vita.
That you're still holding out for.
Yeah. Well, then one day they'll release more games on it. I do try to play Smash Brothers every now and then. Have not played seriously at all since like law school ended. I'm excited for that there Mortal Kombat 1,
Yeah.
but
You mean Mortal Kombat 1,
17,
3?
whatever the fuck we're on. But I haven't played. I played Mortal Kombat. I guess it was 8, the one that was just called Mortal Kombat.
Yes. Wasn't that?
That came out the same day as Portal 2.
Oh, okay, yeah. The new one, the previous new one, the previous.
Yeah, the previous
the previous
reboot.
Universal reboot.
It's back. I guess that was 7.
Mortal Kombat's become confusing since they
Yeah.
decided they're a universe worth rebooting.
People love the lore of those new games.
Well, they're
I'm
getting
not-
this new movies are getting a second movie, so I'm excited for that.
Oh, got him. Got him.
God.
No big ass laser for you, buddy.
Is this okay? So you see this panel on?
Okay, let's.
So you can flip the. Where are you?
I need to go.
Oh, there you are.
I need to flip a blue.
Oh, do you need to go
So I think I need to go this way.
down? Maybe.
Can I go this way?
I think you need to go. No. Oh, you need to flip a bunch of panels to go back that way.
Is it this way?
I think, yeah, down maybe?
Oh, I just did this, and that didn't work.
So I think you need to go.
Flip the blue over there.
I think you need to flip. Yeah, that to that.
Yeah,
And that.
let's start with flipping the blue, and then we'll figure it out from there. Should have been paying attention.
Here goes nothing.
No reason to pay attention.
What about you, B? Do you play fighting games at all? I know
haven't
you're a
played-
Soul Calibur fan.
I used to love Soul Calibur. I haven't played a fighting game in a long time. I was more of a, I mean, with all of it, like a couch player. More interested in. I did play like Soul Calibur and Smash Bros. A couple times online, but was just way more interested in playing with people I knew.
You are a pretty good Smash player,
Oh, thank you.
so that's something.
My cousin who plays online,
Smash Brothers?
Smash Brothers will
Rest in
occasionally
peace.
send me memes. He and I haven't played, I think, since since like 2015. But he will occasionally send me memes about how he will destroy me in Smash.
You're like, all right, see you never.
I think that's where it was, right? You want to spin it back around?
Yeah, well, I need to flip the red back.
We can't turn moves this way, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So once I start paying
Right.
attention to the map. Now, I really
Oh.
like Tekken as a child. Tekken 3, like in terms of like games I talk about passionately, like Freedom Fighters and those other weird ass games I liked. Tekken 3 I don't talk about enough, but that game deserves to be on that list for me.
I loved
I love that
Tekken.
game.
2 and 3.
2 is also fantastic, but I played that after 3.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. But 3 had like it had like a side-scrolling fighter mode, had Tekken Beach Ball mode. Gone was in that game,
Oh,
who I didn't know was a licensed character at the time.
I mean like Gone from like the dinosaur thing.
Yeah.
For a second, my mind went to Hunter x Hunter. It's a totally different character. Well, I used to love the Dragon Ball Z, Budokai, and Tenkaichi games.
Oh yeah, those are bad games that our generation loves.
Yeah, I mean like
They're making new Budokai, right?
Budokai 3 was great. That was, I think, the first probably genuinely good one. The first fighter game in a while. No, actually got the Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit game.
Oh
and
god.
Just hated it.
Was that anything? Was there anything to?
It wasn't. It was really like a precursor to Fighters or to Fighter Z.
That game is really fun.
And like I have that, I don't really want to play online, so it just sort of sits there. Same with, well, actually, I got Guilty Gear Xrd, like thinking, oh yeah, I want to play a fighter game, and then I got it, and I was like, I am not prepared for this. The controls were so much more complicated than I was emotionally prepared to handle.
Yeah, Guilty Gear looks beautiful.
I mean, they do
but-
have like a simple control scheme thing that I used, but I was like, this is intense. What did it want?
nice smelling stuff, like what girls wear.
Scented sap. Ooh. I will now sell you my soul.
Satan. Top Turvy the Testy. I've been known to be referred to as that. But the goal I intended was not achieved.
Seems like you need to make another rotation of the red and the
The
blue.
red.
Where are we going? Oh, we're going up to that.
So the blue is in the position that it needs to be in, right? Because that's connected right
Yeah.
there. So I think I just need to flip the red switch.
I think you need to flip the blue ones, and then the red ones, and then the blue
And the blue
one
again. Yeah, I think that's exactly right. I never played Virtua Fighter as a child, but that game was
Oh, I
very
loved Virtua
formative.
Fighter. I had Virtua Fighter 4.
Seeing it was cool.
I was very upset when I played with my uncle because first time he played, he just did the newbie thing where you hit the same, where you find
Ducked and
you
then
find you
kicked
find
you.
you find the perfect button combo, and he just did that over and over and over again.
Listen, it's effective. It's powerful.
Yep.
It also works a lot better in Soul Calibur.
Yeah. Do you know what the big bad of, I think it's Virtua Fighter 4's
I have
name
no idea.
was? His name was Dural.
How many R's are in his name?
Her name.
Oh, her name.
I think there's a ninja.
Excuse
I
me.
think his name is Kage or something.
Does that mean shadow?
It literally just means shadow.
Boring.
His mom was like,
See, what the fuck? Now I gotta move the blue.
Oh, we'll flip the blue.
One more
Go
blue
back
flip.
Go back to the blue. So do the blue up there, and then go to the red down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is a very great puzzle.
I love that the enemies continue to respawn. So does the red need to be...
So you go down. So take the blue down the other way.
Flip the
to
red
that
one more
red,
time. And then take this red on the
And then
side.
go to the blue up.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Now I understand it. Love that there's more enemies here.
Yep.
Let's do it, you fucking losers. Let's do it.
Just think of it this way. The boss is probably going to be level 48 or plus.
Well, I could take the boss. That's just one dude.
Why do you assume the boss is going to be one dude?
I don't know. The last ones have been pretty... I don't know. Actually, I don't remember if they've had any. If they've had any backup.
Oh yeah,
I
you
could be
have
fooling
the
myself.
Tactic Tweaker. That's a really bad name. Hey, he blocked you?
You bastard!
They killed Kenny. Did you watch South Park?
Oh yeah.
Did you watch the Cthulhu episode?
No, is that a
Or the
recent?
episode where they explain why Kenny keeps dying?
Is that a recent one?
No, this is from years ago.
I haven't seen this.
Or, actually not. How,
Do I want to
it's like,
know? Do I want an
why
explanation?
Why Kenny keeps coming back to life?
Is it because he's a dark entity?
No, his parents. Oh, do you want to know?
Sure.
His parents are cultists for Cthulhu, and he is supposed to be the vessel for or for like Cthulhu or something. And every time he dies, they basically ask Cthulhu to bring him back to life so that he can be his vessel when he's ready to come take over the world. And so that is,
He's like Hellboy.
yeah. So Cthulhu keeps on coming back, or Kenny keeps on coming back because his parents keep on wishing him to come back so that he can be Cthulhu's vessel. Yep.
They really should have addressed that in the Stick of Truth. And South Park was like, when I was a kid though, that I was like, I could never really watch it because we didn't have, for a while we didn't have cable. And then when we did have cable, I didn't understand how to get it.
Ah.
So we flip blue now. Thank God they only have two positions. But like that and this, I mean, what I ended up watching as a kid a lot was The Simpsons because it was on normal TV and it was easy to catch. But
What? Wait.
do I have to flip blue one more time?
Wait, I'm confused.
Maybe I have to flip blue one more time.
On the central one?
Mm-hmm.
Right, open it again?
Because I can get to the middle right now, and that will take me where I need to go. Because this is where this blue is where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck?
Oh no. Okay, so I think So take the blue down to here. No, wait. How do you get back up to that level? Or does it go into that?
I have to fall down, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I can probably fall off the red in the bottom corner here.
Unless. What does the bottom floor look like? That doesn't make any sense. Never mind. Maybe where that blue's located? I don't remember. I don't remember this puzzle at all. Talking and doing game puzzles is difficult.
Let us...
Games should stop having puzzles in them.
Well, this puzzle is also just like uncharacteristic of the rest of this game. Have the puzzle just be like, hey, just use a spell on this thing.
Yeah, just quicken growth on the puzzle.
Perfect. I can't fall down. I can't fall down in that little corner, can I?
I don't know if you can fall down at all.
There was a bit where I could fall, but it's not this. No, it's not this. Okay. Cue the fast forward. All right, let's do another blue flippity flop.
Yeah.
See what that gets us.
Oh yeah, how was the Sonic Frontiers map?
I have not played that game yet. It's still in the shrink wrap.
What?
Yep.
I remember when you got it, and like the weekend you said, I am now going to play this game.
Yeah, that never happened. Fuck.
So you need to find a blue. You need to find a way to get to a blue from here. Oh, can you hop down? Hop down there? Is that what that line is? That you can fall down to that? They need to be better at their map making.
I want to make sure I get.
So
this
just go
right.
straight down.
Stop it.
You wanna hop off? Oh, you
Here.
can drop down.
Or that's up, right?
Oh, there's stairs. Where do the stairs take you?
So I need to get.
So you need to do the red right
so
there.
I need to do one
just
more
do the
red.
Where you are.
Right, and then that'll take me back to up there, and then I flip the blue one more time, drop down, and I'll be where I need to be.
Bing, bang, boom. Unless what now?
I have to approach it from the other side. Well, I guess I can if I just.
What if you do take that to the blue to the red?
Right, go to the other red panel.
I'm gonna assume this is not a part of the game that they did any QA on.
They're just like, people love this. No!
Actually, that you can't move from here unless you can jump up on that. Can you jump up on that?
I think I can go down here.
That takes you down a floor.
So this takes me down, but
Can you jump up on that red
I
platform?
can't. I don't think I can make it.
I mean, below. Up. If you go up. Can you jump onto this platform right here?
Oh.
There you go.
Vodio Gomes.
Vodio goes?
It's like video games, but it's all O's.
No.
Oops, that's a buff. I didn't want to do that one. Mr. President,
So
get down,
Daniel,
sir.
you like history. Have you heard the growing historical belief that the American Revolution was actually more like a world war?
Well, that's always been kind of a thing,
And that
because France was involved.
in many ways, the final battle of the American Revolution was actually in India?
That I don't know anything about.
It's an article CNN released yesterday
What's the idea?
that basically France was fighting. I think it's essentially France was fighting England in multiple places to weaken their standing, to make it easier for one of their colonies to secede. And so they were fighting in India as well as what would become the US. And something along those lines. And that the final battle that happened in America was with the aid of France, but France did enough to destabilize things in India that basically England decided to cut their losses and let one of their colonies, quote unquote, one of their colonies go.
Which was the United States.
Which was the United States. Which is why the War of 1812 happened. Because they were like, oh, okay, France is
burned the White House.
going to be an issue for us. We can take the U.S. now.
They were pretty successful in the War of 1812, if
Yeah.
memory serves.
Well, they did a really good job of being like, bringing the convincing more enslaved persons to come with them, having formerly enslaved persons fight on their side of the British during that war.
Well, that's a classically easy tactic, isn't it? We'll give you the freedom, and then guess what? No freedom.
That's 3 memoliths.
I wish iPhones did that when you played a video back.
Just shot it
Projected
into
that
the
shit
sky.
up in the sky. That'd be amazing.
Finally ready. Behold, the all-singing, all-dancing Smart Stick.
What now?
With one of these revolutionary devices, anyone can be a wizard. No more
Finally.
monopoly for the casting class.
Did you ever want to be a wizard but can't because you're fucking incapable?
Yes.
You did it. Congratulations.
Wait, this is Evan should be cracking down on this. This is really gonna undercut his authority.
It will.
We need to have an Inquisition style purge against these fake wizards.
Clearly, this wand thing, or magic,
Team back then.
whatever it was,
We all thought
this
the
smart
same
wand
thing,
shit,
wanted the same thing.
didn't take off in the way that he thought it would.
Well, yeah,
Maybe it
'cause-
was Doloran.
or the darkness in his own heart. Excuse me, President. This fucking guy's gonna get executed for delivering bad news.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't care, and you guys can't leave because you don't have the technology. Oh
Because
wait,
you don't have that magic wand.
or this steampunk iPad.
Uh-huh.
How convenient. Why weren't they all on the same fucking floor?
Because,
Oh, that's the thing he's using actually.
huh?
That's the thing he was
Oh.
using to fight his Kingmaker.
I hope we get one. Or 2.
We
Or
don't
7.
really need one.
Why, Roland doesn't have magic. He just has a gun. And she has a 6-shooter.
And an ability to lead.
Infinite ammo. Ooh. Static wall's always fun.
Why not?
Buzz off.
This is a little bit better. I realize we've been playing this game and I have not read descriptions for any of the abilities. I just pick one that I think works and just keep pressing R2 plus that.
Hey, look, I beat Tears of the Kingdom, and it wasn't until after I beat it that I realized you can turn off your sages. So
Why would you want to
If you're
though?
gonna-
It's
if
all
you're
your
gonna- if you're
boys
gonna-
rolling with you.
if you're gonna talk about not reading, I've literally been watching all these like clips of people building things and wondering where the hell are all those sages? Are they doing this before they've gotten any of them?
What's going on with the kingdom? Everything's being destroyed.
And yeah, it wasn't until
You probably tanked the
Like,
frame rate when
it
you're.
wasn't until
when
like
you're building.
yesterday that I discovered that yeah, people were just turning them off. Because yes, I did not read their descriptions when they came up when you like leave a city for the first time or town. Ooh, speaking of Tears of the Kingdom, it's a button puzzle. It's a lock puzzle.
This dang door.
This is so Final Fantasy X
Oh,
music.
for fuck's sake. We made it so that it's really inconvenient. I'm with you, Batu.
And when we can just fast forward this part, right?
Well, we can do whatever we want.
Alrighty.
No, it's fine. It just feels like really like there were not elaborate puzzles like this in any other part of the game. And I feel like just because they're like, oh, we're in the tech part, let's make it like technology, puzzles, logic.
I feel like if I remember, this is the. I want to say like the only time this is a thing.
Would it be fair to say in game design terms that some other person did this?
Oh, absolutely.
Somebody was like, I got this really cool idea, and they're like, all right, well, you can put it in this level because no one gives a shit. That's gonna be helpful.
Well, then you have games like this is. I guess this isn't terribly early on, or this isn't terribly late for like a Japanese RPG from Japan, but like because it's only like technically like 20 hours in, but I do wonder how they do like QA testing for long games.
Yeah, do they split it up by chapter with like save state equivalents or?
Yeah, or even like honestly, even like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. It's like I played over 100 hours of both. How the fuck did they do QA for this game?
Somebody has to go around every little part of Hyrule and be like, what happens if I do this? What happens if I do this? I'm sure the Breath of the Wild one was way more intense. Oh, and also they have all those crazy abilities too. Like,
Yeah.
how do you make sure Ascend doesn't get somebody stuck in a stupid thing?
Mm-hmm.
I have to go there.
Ooh, there's a bunch of guys on the bottom floor. Where is it? Is it across the way? Oh, it shows you on the map. That's lovely.
Let's go around before we jump into the fray. Let's make sure we get everything we need to get.
So there's a movie coming out about how about the quote-unquote first restaurant, which France claims to have invented the first restaurant.
Yep.
And I find that such a stupid statement.
Well, what is meant by the first restaurant? Like a place where money gets you food? Because, you know...
Like, a place where money gets you food, a place where, like,
Service?
you go, like, people sit at tables you're waited on, or, like, you go for a certain chef's food. Because, like, that's existed for ever. Like, a place where that has a name over it. Like-
Old Jiminy's.
Like, none of that makes any sense to me. But the movie is basically, like, France claims it's the first restaurant because there was a chef who used to work for the king or somebody who was ridiculed. The lords did not like their food because they served them vegetables or some shit, and
Poor
they
people
were
food.
they were banished, and they go and they basically create a tavern, and yeah, they basically go and create it. I mean, they stopped being a chef for a while, but then they go and, for reasons, eventually just create a tavern and like put their stamp of approval on it. And it's like, but isn't that just what everyone else was doing?
I'm so interested in seeing this movie. God damn it.
What does it want? I was
Fancy milk. I don't have that shit.
What were your options? Maybe you do.
It was like yogurt. He said he wanted milk, and I only had one kind of milk, which was a common kind of milk.
Fancy milk is yogurt. It's not.
Let's try
Totally
it.
not.
Well, maybe there's something else I can do.
Make it a picker.
Churned butter, creamy cheese, single cream. No. Should the giveaway was that milk said not expensive.
Did it say that?
Do you know what is the first restaurant? The claimed first restaurant anyway.
Well, yeah, it's in France.
What do they serve? Beef bourguignon.
French food.
Like duck l'orange? Like what's French? That's all I got.
According to an often repeated account that was published in 1853, the first restaurant opened was in 1765 by a Parisian named Boulanger.
That's later than I would have guessed.
However, Austria claims that they have the oldest restaurant. Or something. But China also claims to have had restaurants in the 1100s.
Stop it. China can't invent everything.
Look, a tavern's a fucking restaurant.
Yep, that's true.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all. People
Is that your one sentence review of the France?
People have
First French restaurant
people have
movie?
been going to halls and ordering food and sitting down and eating for thousands of years. Like there's a mall, quote unquote mall, in Damascus. I think it's called the Gate of Damascus. That's like it's just a bunch of restaurants, and it's been there in some form for, I want to say like 1,000 years. Like that to me counts as a restaurant.
I think this is it. The Gate of Damascus is an excellent name for a shopping center. Paying a social? No, sir. Give me that Gate of Damascus.
Oh, here's why they call it the first restaurant. Because people were going to places and not eating the quote-unquote coarse foods associated with the common people.
Like veggies? And vegetables are poor people food.
So it's where people were eating something other than peasant food. But wanting delicate dishes.
That's a weird. That's
That's
not what I would have thought.
That's such a bullshit
the definition
distinction,
would be.
right?
Like I thought the definition would be like a man named Donald Server was a server. Like you know what I mean? Like the key hallmarks of a restaurant, which is like a person gives you food, and then you don't have to do the dishes, and maybe it has a particular kind of spin to it. Like you know, we got the best oxtail of all time.
Also important to note, a cafe is not a restaurant, apparently.
Well, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because a cafe is like, it's more casual. They don't serve wine.
They do at some Starbucks.
Really?
Yeah, they used to. They had a
Okay,
Starbucks
listen, everybody. We've brought a
reserve
hit
that
product
served
to market
like
that
wine and
changed
alcohol.
the world.
I know some of them have a beer license.
Yeah.
Well, Starbucks is a bar
Thanks to
then.
all of your hard work,
But hey, it isn't Howard Johnson's.
The treehouse.
Yes, definitely not. They're just tech bros. They're calling this a campus.
Yep.
And that's not all the good news. We just added our 315,639th team member.
What? That's so awesome.
We're a nation in our own right.
Oh boy.
Soon we'll be the biggest and best this world has ever seen.
Nope.
Just one.
Nope. I'm gonna
last
kill you
push.
before that happens.
Woo, yeah! We're witnessing Vector!
Wow, it makes his downfall all the more tragic. Zippity zoppity.
Day.
Man, people really do
Company
love
that
their.
started out in a shack got big enough to build this place.
Wow.
Got so big that it became an actual country.
Except it had no accountability or laws.
Vision for the treehouse.
So we all fucking
They wanted
died.
to build a place where people could live happy and work happy.
Also, that shack was somehow on like the
Dang it,
100th
she
floor
didn't do
of
just
this
that. I had my
previously
doubts.
abandoned building, I'm
He
assuming.
was a different
Yeah.
person back then. He had a smile for everybody.
Bracken,
Probably
he's not
inhabited
coming
by-
back.
It was also probably inhabited by pigs before they got there.
Yeah, well, no one's bringing up these pig people. Sir, I'm the only one left.
Well, you see.
Well, these people are dead.
No, he's still breathing. They're still breathing.
Or
They're
they
fine.
just collapse from
They're
exhaustion.
just taking a break, which he's probably not happy about.
Remember, I'm Zip Vector. The guy who pays your wages. I don't think you personally really write the checks. I think it's like,
Like some sort of accounting department.
you know what? I won't presume to know the corporate laws. Then
Do you think he's writing 315 plus thousand checks?
yeah, I think he does payroll in perpetuity until he dies. There's one more. Well, but yeah, I think
Maybe we
this,
should do that next time.
that's what I was gonna say.
Oh. Great minds think.
Goodbye, everybody.